Hey everybody, Jose here. No, I haven't shaved yet, but I figured I would come in because I had something on my mind that I wanted to talk about today, and you know, it's it's about your garden. There's an interesting parallel. I work a lot on my yard, and the work that you do in anything shows up in the results, right? So apart from working on my yard, I also work in my yard, my other yard, which is the other garden that I have. And I talk to people a lot about this. If you're a gardener and you work your yard and you work out the bad grass, the weeds, and all that, it's the same process for your mind. And I was thinking about the current events happening around us today, right? Everybody getting all, people in desperation, people concerned, people worried. And I always tell people, look, why add a serving of worrying if anyway things are going to happen, and we need to just learn, instead of ask for less problems, right? Ask for the ability to solve the problems. Instead of asking why is this happening to me, why don't we ask, why is this happening for me? Because the fires of challenge are going to happen. And how do we deal with the fires of challenge? Well, you know what, some people get discouraged, and that's understandable. Some people get upset, they lash out on other people, they might get into arguments, they get into things that maybe are not productive. And it's understandable that different people react differently to different things, right? And today, with the current events, and flash news, and the quick news, and the fact that people want information quickly, and they can't get it because information doesn't occur quickly. Information has to be discerned. You have to learn to gain knowledge by looking at different sources of information. So if you are today being swayed by the media, your friends, your family, a leader, someone who is telling you do this or do that, it's time to kind of turn around and say, you know what, I'm going to be myself. I'm going to be somebody who's going to do what I believe is the best for me, and without infringing on others' rights. Because remember, our rights end where somebody else's rights begin. Again, I'm going to repeat that. Our rights end where somebody else's begin. And we have to be cognizant of that. I think the other day I was talking about the fact that leadership, leaders have to be aware of that, right? They have to be aware of how to unify people. And there's no way that a leader can unify people if he or she is divisive. So divisiveness is not going to unite people. That's essentially the word, divisiveness, right? Or divisiveness. There's different ways to pronounce it. How do you become a leader without being divisive? Just be someone that can listen. Be someone that can take advice. Be someone with conviction. Yes, you could have beliefs, right? But you can also respect somebody else's beliefs. Why? Because you know what? Today I had posted something about coming from our country. I came from a country where your beliefs were not respected by the government. You were not allowed to speak freely. Freedom of speech was not allowed. That's an extremism, right? And it could be on the other side as well. And so leaders have to have conviction, and they have to be centered. And I'm sorry if this doesn't resonate with some people, but it's important that if you're trying to unite people, that it is done in the best way possible by becoming a lifetime listener. That's my advice for today. Become a lifetime listener, and then become somebody who says, you know what, instead of dividing people by picking a thing or another, I'm going to unite people. So let's work on that.